Hang on a second.
Hello.
Come on.
Welcome to Rach and George talk about Gilmore Girls. I feel drunk, but I'm not.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, this is the Gilmore Girls vlogs. This is episode 6, Rory's birthday parties.
Oh, that was such a good episode.
Oh, it was. Luke proposed.
That was a joke.
I know, it was
He
awesome.
immediately said, I was just trying to get your attention.
Yeah, but like, he wants her attention.
And then Emily totally saw them like vibing on each other.
Yes.
And
Shit.
I said vibing on purpose because it's such a 90s show. They brought in an iMac, a MacBook that was blue and had a handle.
It's blue and it has a handle. Also, Luke.
And Suki had cornrows in this
Yes.
episode.
Luke also made a cake for Rory and blew up balloons for her.
Aww.
Because he likes those ladies.
He loves that.
And he brought
family.
ice to the party.
Yeah.
Okay, so this episode is obviously Rory's birthday party. She's turning 17. And it opens with a Friday night dinner with the parents. And they try to tell Grandma, like Lorelai tries to tell, what's the grandma's name?
Emily?
Emily. Lorelai tries to tell Emily, hey, can we not do the Friday night dinner next week? It's going to be Rory's birthday, and we want to have it at our place. And Emily being Emily, she says no. So instead there's going to be 2 parties, which is a standard sitcom kind of thing. It also has a cliche that I usually enjoy in sitcoms, which is, it's only a setup, but like the parents are getting older, so it's like, come over and put stickers on our stuff.
Oh, for the will.
For the will, yeah. Claim the things you want. They do that bit in this.
Rory, after dessert, why don't you go pick out what you want from our will?
This is so weird even for you guys. You can pick things out too. Alright, well now it's less weird.
Yeah.
Ugh. So there's going to be 2 parties. One of which is going to be a very formal affair at Emily and Richard's house?
Richard's house.
Emily and Richard's house, the grandparents' house. And the other one's going to be, Lorelai Gilmore Girls party.
This was such a great difference to see the different worlds
Yes.
between the 2 parties of like what Lorelai is like now and everything she tried to reject from childhood and like her parents forcing upon her.
Yeah. So, what do you call it?
Well, it starts off at
Friday night dinner.
no. I mean the parties.
Oh, yeah, okay. So before we get to the parties...
We did find out at school, though, that, Tristan, you guys know Tristan's Chad Michael Murray, the girl.
He's the Mary girl.
The guy that calls Rory Mary all the time. He's like, happy birthday. And she's like, how the fuck did you know that it's my birthday? And turns out that Emily had invited all of her friends.
Like the whole class
Yeah,
that she's
the whole
in.
class to go to her party.
But before that happens, at that Friday night dinner in the opening, Emily served pudding, which freaks Lorelai out. It's like, oh my god, I like pudding, and she doesn't. Like, she cares about me enough to, serve me a thing. Then Emily calls Lorelai up and says, I think we should go shopping. I want to buy something for Rory, but I want it to be good. I want your advice.
Yeah.
And mother and daughter go out shopping, and they have a nice scene, and Grandma actually takes her advice a little bit. Mm-hmm. And I asked Rachel, I was like, so when does it get bad?
Yeah.
And no, I went, it's going to get bad, right? And she was like, I don't know, I'm blah, blah, blah. I'm Rachel.
I can't spoil anything.
And the very next scene was Rory finding out that her entire hated class of kids was invited to her formal party.
Bummer.
She doesn't tell her mother, because her mother is all happy that she's finally bonding with her mother. So she doesn't, she keeps that secret. At the formal party, I freaked out for the first time. Granted, I have had a couple beers, but I had my first legitimate moment.
I told you that was gonna happen. Like, Lorelai doesn't really dress up. Like, she wears...
Oh, well, okay, I had 2 moments.
Oh.
The Lorelai moment is one, but we'll do the Lorelai one first. So Emily purchased 2 dresses, which is all just, not taffeta, but like, what is it? Fringe and lace.
Tulle?
Yeah. So Lorelai's like, don't worry, I'm gonna make them look good. And then, what happens?
Lorelai looked hot is what happened.
Lorelai took her wrap off, and I was like, damn!
Yeah, I was in the kitchen, actually, and I'm like, oh, it's Lorelai.
Damn!
Exactly what he was talking
So that was my first moment, but that was just like Lauren Graham being attractive. My first real fanboy moment of the show was, and it was at that party when Chad Michael Murray shows up.
Oh!
So of course he showed up, and he's being a prick, and doing his whole like, where's my birthday kiss? And she's like, it's my birthday. And he's like, all right, I'll give you a birthday kiss.
Ew.
And just, bicker, stupid stuff. Then the 2 of them split ways. Mm-hmm. And who should be standing there?
Oh, Paris. Because we now find out that Paris must have a crush on Tristan.
And that's part of why she hates Rory.
Yep.
I officially am sympathetic for her now. I am, because Rory's new and pretty.
And like,
you know.
to touch on that note, because a lot of other stuff happens in the meantime, Rory and Paris had a really nice moment at a college fair because they both found out that they both want to go to Harvard.
They both want to go to Harvard, yeah.
But
I will admit, Paris's thing made me laugh.
I think,
usually when Paris is being a bitch, it doesn't make me laugh. This time, she was like, you can go someplace else. You can go to Brandeis.
But no, she was genuinely hurt, and she had the courage to ask Rory in a really calm way. Like, Paris was the most calm I've ever seen her. She's actually kind of pleasant.
So, do you like, what's his name, Tristan?
Tristan.
Of course his fucking name is Tristan.
And Rory was just like, ugh.
No.
Absolutely not.
Not at all.
So, I don't know. There could be something. Maybe,
and then it ends, maybe
they'll realize how similar they are.
I hope so. And that interaction ends with...
We already know.
But I know. That interaction ends with Paris saying, like, hey, Rory, it was a cool party.
Yeah, that was such a nice moment.
It was a nice thing. I was hoping that Rory was going to invite her to the real party at her mother's house, but there was too much other stuff going on in that episode for that. So, Luke is invited to the party, and he shows up with ice, and I really, again, hashtag Laura Luke forever. He's adorable. What else is going on? Suki's making amazing food. That's her role. Michelle has one scene where he's being a bitchy little French guy.
We didn't get to see any Lane this time. Well, she was at the
she's in
birthday
there,
party.
and there's a scene with her at Luke's diner where she's like,
oh yeah,
trying to make her feel better about the whole pudding of it all, and Grandma, and just go to the party, just be nice.
But not like true good Lane.
Right. So at the party, obviously Rory's not having, at the first party at the grandparents' house, she's obviously not having a good time. And
we didn't talk about Rory's fit.
That's what I'm getting to right now.
Oh.
She's obviously not having a good time. So finally she goes to see her grandmother, and the grandmother's like, all right, it's time for a toast. You have to give a toast. You know, and Rory's like, why don't you give the toast?
Yeah.
And she goes, it's your party. And Rory goes, no, it's your party. These are your friends. These are your people. I don't want this. So you give the goddamn toast. And she stalks away. Oh, and she does this very loudly in front of, like, a lot of people. And even Lorelai's like, whoa, hey, what happened? Like, that's not the Rory I know. And then we have the second of 3 bedroom scenes in this episode. Did you notice? That's a recurring thing.
No, I didn't fucking notice.
That's a recurring thing. All right.
Who cares?
That's good writing. So...
But whose bedroom? That was fun to see.
So, Rory was born at 4:03 in the a.m.
Oh, they had that adorable talk.
So, Rory is sleeping, and in walks Lorelai and wakes her up and gets in bed with her. And Lorelai tells the story.
This is not what happens next.
No, it's not what happens next. I'm just jumping around.
Ugh. How do people follow this?
I don't know.
Alright.
So...
Keep watching anyways!
Before the parties happen, at 4:03 in the morning on Lorelai's birthday, Lorelai gets into bed with Rory.
Yeah.
And tells her the story, which she's heard a zillion times before, about like, so, many moons ago, at this exact time, I was lying in a bed just like this. And Rory's like, here we go. Yeah. And she tells the story about like how...
Rory loves it.
Of course, yeah, and they're cuddled up. So that was the first mother-daughter bedroom scene. At the party, the first party, after Rory throws her fit and tells the grandma, like, fuck you, this is your party, I don't like you, we get a second bedroom scene, this time in Lorelai's childhood bedroom. And,
our first glimpse into her.
Yeah, we get a glimpse of her past. She talks about how the last birthday that Lorelai had there, she had a huge fight because she was pregnant and she hadn't told anybody yet. And the two of them kind of not reconcile, but like, you know, it's your grandmother, and it's, you know, she just cares about you even though she's misguided. Mm-hmm. And then in walks Emily, and she is not ready to hear any apologies. She doesn't care. She just wants them to go down to the party because social decorum dictates they have to be at the party. Mm-hmm. At the end of the party, Rory, you know, takes her his advice and apologizes and invites her, like, hey, Grandma, we're having another party at my house tomorrow. I'd really like it if you and Grandpa would come.
Yeah, and you know what fucking happened? Emily just blew her off like she was Lorelai.
Sorry, I'm busy tomorrow.
Yeah. We already had plans, but thank you for the invitation.
And Rory looks so crushed in that moment. Like, oh. And then Lorelai has a great moment where, you know, Grandma walks away and Rory's like, oh, I'm fucking sad. And Lorelai's like, why don't you go outside and something jokey joke about helping the servants? Smiley smile, trying to make her feel better. Then Rory leaves and Lorelai gets this fucking like, alright, bitch, look on her face. And she goes in and she tells her mother, like, I have a crushed kid in the car. Like, this is so not about you. Like, how could you do that? This is your granddaughter. And Lorelai says, you know, you're doing the same thing to her that you did to me. You're not accepting her for who she is. You don't really know her. You're just forcing her into one thing, and when she rejects it, you're cutting her out. Mm-hmm. And Emily says, that's not it at all. You think you're some big mystery, but you're not a mystery, Lorelai. And you know what? This party cost me a lot of money. I spent a lot of money on this party. I spent days planning it, and it's a mess. And finally, Lorelai's like, all right, fine, I quit. And Emily goes, if I had $1 for every time you just quit. And Lorelai's like, then you could pay for this party, couldn't you? Bitch. Awesome. So fade to commercial. Fade up on the real party, and everyone's got feather boas, and the whole town is there.
There's a cake with Rory's face on it.
Yeah, the whole town is there, so we get the dance instructor, we get the 2 neighbors, Babette and Maury.
Hey, you
Yeah,
remember.
I got it.
Learning.
Babette and Maury.
What town do they live in?
Stars Hollow.
Okay, good.
All of Stars Hollow showed up. They're telling stories about when Rory was a little girl. We also find out, I think in that party scene, there's a moment with. Oh yeah, okay, I remember now. Before we get there, there's that great moment where, as a time capsule thing, Rory's first present is an iMac, and oh my god, hug thing. It's in the opening credits. We see them hug like that.
Yeah. And Lorelai's
like, it's blue and has a handle.
Yeah. That's such a Lorelai thing to say.
So they're all hanging out and having fun, and they bring out a cake that's got her face on it, and she goes to blow the candles out and almost sets her face on fire, and Lane saves her, which I'm sure that wasn't planned. It was probably just that actress was like, hey, you're going to catch yourself on fire.
Yeah.
Then there's a knock at the door, repeatedly. Sorry, Willow. And Lorelai's like, who the hell's knocking at the door? It's a party. Just come in. Get your ass in here. And the door opens, and it's the grandparents. Awesome.
So awkward.
And it's really awkward, but like, immediately, Rory's like, oh my god, you guys came.
Yeah.
And she gives her grandmother a big hug, and you see Emily's just like, oh, I don't know how to deal with this.
Yeah.
And then she shows her the present. Emily bought her, what are those fucking things called?
Power bracelets.
There you go, the 90s with the beads. Like, look, I'm wearing the thing that you got me, because I love you, Grandma. And Grandpa's there doing dad stuff about, like, this fireplace is old, and just not having very much fun.
Not very structurally integral. Nope, that was wrong.
Structurally integral?
Yeah.
Not very structurally integral. So,
How do you say it right?
Structurally sound?
Thank you.
Integral has nothing to do with,
I was thinking about structural integrity and trying to change it around.
Yeah. Anyway, so Lorelai says, all right, Mom, thanks for coming. Do you want a drink? And she's like, oh, no, I don't. And Laura's like, you need a drink. You're going to need a drink. And I have wine glasses that say Holiday Inn on them. And I'm always like, oh, God, totally rocks the twist. And then Lorelai goes in the kitchen to talk to Suki, because Suki's catering the party. And we find out a little detail of their backstory, which is, my parents are here. And Suki's like, oh my God, when's the last time they were here? And Lorelai says, they were never here. And Suki's like, wait, never? He's like, no, like, they came to visit me when I was living at the inn just after I had Rory. I didn't know that piece of the puzzle. After Lorelai left her family when she was 16 and dropped out of college and got a kid, she moved into the inn and I guess immediately got a job. So I don't know if we're going to meet the owner of that inn, but he or she is a saint for taking her in. What's that smile about? Uh-oh. So that happens, and the mother comes in to ask about, oh my God, the food is so good. And that's Suki's moment where she's like, hello, who does your catering? Suki. What's a Suki? That's a Suki.
That reminded me of you because you could never get a fucking name
Well,
right.
I'm sorry. I'm Suki. I did the catering. And as Lorelai leaves that room, she hands her mother a drink, which is not a Stoli on the rocks. This is what made me laugh. I don't know if you caught that. Mm-mm. You were texting the whole episode.
Not the whole episode.
So Emily asks her daughter for a Stoli on the rocks and twist. And as Lorelai's leaving the kitchen, she hands her mother a glass of sangria. Just purple and fruit. And she's out the window, Lorelai's very quickly gone to the next thing. And Emily takes it and she's like...
Oh.
And then in the next scene, Lorelai hands her father a drink, and he does the same thing. Oh, thank you, honey.
They're so out of their world right there.
Then they have a conversation, Suki and Lorelai, about, oh my God, we're out of ice. How could that happen? I don't know, but we're out of ice. We have to deal with it. And Rory goes to the door, and who should arrive at the party?
Luke!
Just in the nick of time? Luke. And she gives him a big hug. Oh my God, you're my hero. And who should see that hug but Emily?
Yeah. Making this kind of face.
Mm-hmm. So Luke's like, come on to the party, give the ice thing, blah, blah, blah. Then everyone's sitting around telling stories about Rory when Emily, who is clearly uncomfortable, goes away. She leaves. Richard has left to go sit on the balcony and read Cosmo because he's bored. Rory brought him a Cosmo to find out if he was a autumn or a winter. Yeah. Turns out he's an autumn. So Emily leaves the room and Lorelai sees her go, and we get the third bedroom scene. This time it's such good writing. First bedroom scene, mother and daughter. Second bedroom scene, mother, daughter, and then grandma interrupts. Third bedroom scene, mother and grandmother. And this time we're in Rory's adult bedroom.
No, we're in Lorelai's.
Rory's adult bedroom. Sorry, we're in Rory's teenage bedroom. Then we meet Lorelai's childhood bedroom. Now we're in Lorelai's adult bedroom. And it's like, hey, what's going on? I don't know. It's a party and the thing, and I made this quilt out of baby clothes. And then some not good writing where there's a picture on Lorelai's nightstand with her with a broken leg. I'm like, why would that be out other than to have this conversation? Where the mother says, oh my god, you broke your leg? When did that happen? She's like, oh, 3 years ago, and I'm Rory, I'm Lorelai, so it was yoga, and I took the pretzel bitch out with me. But the mother, you can see on her face, like, oh man, maybe I don't know my daughter as well as I thought I did. Anyway, then they go downstairs, and the grandparents leave. That's pretty much it, except for the thing. Well, we gotta set up at the beginning. When did he first show up?
I don't know.
They were at the coffee house. Oh, you were texting again. At the coffee house, Lane and Rory.
That's unimportant.
It's really cute.
They share a look.
No, it was better than that. It was adorable. Lane and Rory are at the coffee house, and they're talking. And behind Lane, so Rory can see over Lane's shoulder, in walks Dean in his leather jacket with his fucking hair. And Lane can't see him, but Rory's smiling at him. And he doesn't say anything, and me, a little bit buzzed. I'm like, go be with her, invite her to the party, something. He's like, coffee to go, please. And right as he's about to leave, he just kind of looks at her and goes,
aww.
see? It was adorable.
Okay.
She starts smiling, and Lane's like, what are you smiling about? And she's like, nothing, the cake's really good.
That's pretty cute.
And then at the end...
Wait, she hasn't even told Lane?
Nope.
Okay. Well, at the end
of the party, everyone's gone home.
Wait, let me tell it. Lorelai is washing the dishes because it's more important to tell it from this way, and she looks out the window, and who does she see but Rory and Dean out in the dark in the woods?
They're in the backyard.
They live in the woods.
Okay.
It's not like walking out and they live in the fucking Phoenix and there's cactus everywhere.
Oh, that's a yard anyway, whatever. Dean and Rory are in the wood, and you had your swoon moment because he gives her a gift.
He gives her a gift, and he's like, happy birthday, and she's like, sorry it's so secretive, I just haven't told my mom yet, because she's such a good girl. Like, she's pure and genuine, and I love that about her.
She's also like, you didn't need to give me a gift. He's like, I'm sorry, it's the rules. You get older, you get a gift.
Yeah. So he opens this box, or she opens the box set, and we see like a medallion with some things, like it's tied on a bracelet, and he was like, yeah, I just found the medallion and I drilled a hole in it and threaded it, you know, like, no big deal.
And she's like, oh my god, he made it?
No, but like, yeah, of course. And then I never realized that he handmade it. And so he
apparently that medallion's gonna be a big deal.
He ties it on to her hand, and
they hold hands for the
and
first time.
They held hands intertwined for the first time.
Meanwhile, Buzz drunk George over there was like, kiss her!
Yeah,
kiss her!
Yelling.
Because she so wanted him to kiss her.
And then it ended.
It ends with Rory. That happened, but it ends with Lorelai in the kitchen going like, oh shit.
Yeah. So.
I like this episode quite a bit. I'm trying to remember if we're forgetting anything else that happens. That's pretty much the whole episode. The harp lady wasn't there.
There was one line that George didn't bring up because usually he brings up the movie quotes, but this one got a laugh out of both of us. It was at the first party at the grandparents' house, and Lorelai and Rory are sitting down, and Lorelai has a drink, and she's drinking a Black Shirley Temple. She has Rory try it, and then Lorelai's like, I got your good chip lollipop right here.
Yeah, that made me laugh quite a bit, yes.
Because that's kind of like, well,
right before this episode started, I was like, I want to see Lorelai drunk.
Yeah.
And she didn't get hammered or anything, but it's
no.
like...
But like, at events like that.
Yeah. And it's, she sits down and Rory's like, what are you drinking? It's like, Black Shirley Temple. And she just takes a sniff and...
Yeah.
Got your good chip lollipop right here. I like Lorelai. And I love the fact that, like... And I guess it's a bit of a spoiler because I read the description for the new Gilmore Girls that's coming out in November, which said, like, 3 generations of Gilmore Girls do stuff.
You thought it was that one of them had a baby.
I did at first. But you said that there's already 3 of them.
Yeah.
So I read it and then you corrected me. But it's like, I didn't realize how important Emily was going to be.
I mean, Rory could be another young mom like Lorelai.
That's true. I mean, I hope they don't do that.
Then there'd be 4 generations.
I'm also doing...
So what happened to one of the Gilmore Girls?
Right. Again, dead, zombie...
It's going to turn into a mystery in season 2.
Right. I didn't realize, too, I was in the math on, like, when people are going to graduate and stuff. If they're going to stay in Stars Hollow and Rory's going to continue to be a main character, she can't go to Harvard because Harvard's in Boston, which is too far away from Connecticut.
Why couldn't it take place in both cities?
I guess it could, but like...
If you're just filming, like, in a dorm room...
You could, but like, it would be that...
Lecture hall...
Those two need to be in frame together a lot, I think. Maybe I'm wrong, the show could be much bigger and more credit than I give it credit for, but like... I don't know, I think it'd be way more interesting if she stayed in Connecticut and went to Stanford or something like that.
Stanford's not in Connecticut. Stanford's in California.
Yeah, I think you're right. What the fuck's in Connecticut? Yale?
Yeah.
There you go, Yale. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That fucking Mary kid is named Tristan, so of course he is.
What was it, like Tristan DuPont or something?
I don't remember. Something douchey. And I really like Paris. Well, I don't like Paris, but like I feel for her.
You're warming up to her.
Well, now I understand. Because there's a boy. And I understand that whole like, there's a boy, and he doesn't care about me, he cares about the new girl, and I hate her. Fair enough. So, we'll see how that goes. Oh my god, now I just want to be like, alright, I want the streams to cross, I want Rory to be hanging out with Paris and having fun, and I want Lane to get jealous, and I want Lane to interrupt the two of them having fun, and I want Lane and Paris to have a throwdown. That'd be awesome.
Maybe it'll happen.
Yeah, I mean, the way you did that makes me think no. But that's Rory's birthday parties, because she got 2. Oh yeah, because you said it's a seasonal show, everything kind of syncs up with the calendar. Mm-hmm. Do we get a birthday? Is that like a recurring, like in Buffy, the Vampire Slayer, something terrible happens on her birthday every year, so that's always a recurring bit.
So there's 7 seasons. I can think of one for sure off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
But,
no, it's not like a big deal.
not that I can think of.
Right
There
on.
might be, there's for sure that one that I can think of, maybe a second one, but
In the next
Not a
episode,
huge deal.
I saw in the preview that Lane and Rory are wearing like pilgrim hats. I'm guessing we're doing a Thanksgiving episode. Do they do a holiday kind of thing every year?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I like holiday episodes.
if you haven't noticed, the town is pretty community based.
Yeah.
And so there'll be a lot of events and stuff
Mm-hmm.
using that set because it's a gorgeous set.
We even found out that Rory used to do ballet with Mrs. What's her
Miss
name?
Patty.
Miss Patty. And then even Emily was like, "You did ballet?"
Yeah.
Because again, she doesn't know, and that was a really one last thing. That was a really real heartbreaking moment for me at the end when the grandparents leave. They get in the car, and Richard's all just like, "Well, that was a pleasant evening," and Emily's just kind of stone-faced and staring straight ahead. And he's like, "What's wrong, honey?" And she goes, "She's right. I don't know my daughter at all." That's a heartbreaking thing, but it's good for her to at least acknowledge it.
Absolutely.
So
maybe they can kind of grow together.
I'm digging it. Based on how Lorelai reacted to Rory having her first little boy hold hand thing, Lorelai's gonna lose her mind when Rory finally has sex. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be amazing. That's gonna be so awesome. Oh my god, what if the two of them, the show wouldn't do. It was like, what if there's a thing where like they both bang the same guy? I really hope the show doesn't do that. It seems classier than that.
Hey, what happened to Max Medina?
He wasn't in this episode, and I'm glad.
Huh.
Which is interesting, because the last episode was the 5th episode. And my whole thing at the beginning was like, TV shows have to restate their pilot over and over and over again.
We're past that.
Now we're at episode 6, and they're totally off on, you said that they're hitting their stride, so.
Yeah.
Do you remember what the next episode is called?
Kiss and Tell.
And apparently that one's really good, so. Oh my god, someone's gonna get kissed. Or not. Could just be called that. Nobody died.
Is it going to be Lorelai? Is it going to be Rory? Is it going to be Suki? Is it going to be Lane? Is it going to be Paris? Is it going to be Emily?
You forgot one. I mean, I guess that's all the women. But
I think I got all the
Luke,
women
man.
so far.
You said all the women, but like, what about Luke?
I know, baby. I'll kiss you.
What about Luke?
Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hashtag Laura Luke. I mentioned that you were like, oh my god, I'm attracted to Luke.
Oh, we can talk about that at a later date. It'll happen a lot.
Cool.
You recording right now?
Hmm?
No offense, but that sounds worse than watching paint dry.
Watching the show?
Yeah, because he was like, I want to watch you talk about stuff. I'm like, do you though?
I was gonna say, which is worse than watching
I'm like-
paint dry? Watching this or watching us talk about it?
Watching us talk about it.
Yeah. Hey man, that's your boyfriend.
I feel the same way. When you told me about this, I'm like, wait, people actually watch this
Oh,
stuff?
yeah.
I mean, I don't even want to watch these videos. But I just don't like watching myself.
Yeah.
It's weird.